Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the CORSAIR DreamLeague Season 9. I'm ODPixel. I'm here with Fogged, and we have what is going to be the last game of the last series today in the EU qualifiers, which is going to be the deciding match between Kinguin and 5 Anchors. And of course, we just saw a fantastic...
We just saw one of the better games I've seen in a while, just of funness, at least.
And of course, if you guys missed it, do go back and watch it. We did, of course, see the Topson Invoker, which was the very innovative build. He went for the Quaswex. Yep. Okay, fair enough. Sometimes we see people go for that skill build. I mean, we don't really, but sometimes. But then he goes for the Urn. Sure, we sometimes see that, we go for the Quas build. But then he gets the Spirit, the Meteor Hammer, and then the Spirit Vessel, and it's great. Yeah. Fantastic.
The two big things to look out in that game, if you are going to go back and watch them, is... If you want to learn how to play Elder Titan, watch this guy. He actually knew exactly what he was doing. He abused the Spirit early on as much as possible, got stacks for his team, and then, then Invoker. Those two actually were super standout.
I saw a comment, which could you legitimize this item build and then run it on the offlane? Offlane Invoker going that item build.
I've seen a couple offlane Invokers in the past.
You got the regen, you got the escape. Could we see it?
Maybe.
Samael, where's he at? Samael. Do it. Quaswex, offlane Invoker.
Is he awake? He might be awake now. He might just be waking up.
Call Samael. Tell him to do that build on the offlane. I want to see an EG's next match.
What other offlaners are... S4.
S4 would do it.
He's
S4
a Quaswex Invoker player.
S4, I want to see you in an upcoming ranked game, a competitive game. Offlane Invoker, Quaswex Invoker.
Let's see. Draft is going to be starting. Let's see if they...
Yeah, let's get in. Let's see what happens. Let's see game 3 now if they ban the Invoker.
Do they respect ban Topson, and do they... They don't have first pick. I think 5 Anchors...
They're not banning the Invoker.
I think they should first pick the Elder Titan. I think that had such a big impact on their game. That's probably what they should do.
They've not banned the Invoker or the Elder Titan so far. Razor's going to be banned, so still sticking to the standard meta bans.
Ban Topson.
Don't ban Topson.
Give him respect.
We want to see Topson again.
Give him respect.
Kinguin.
They're thinking about it. They're definitely thinking about it.
Are they going to ban the Meteor Hammer Invoker?
What did they ban the last time? I actually can't see what they banned last time. It's not working. Okay, I see what they banned.
Will they ban the Invoker?
They banned the Razor. Or no, the Razor's already banned by the other team this time. They have a free ban. They're banning the Invoker.
I mean, they're thinking about it. They're taking time with this third ban. Definite discussion in the ranks about...
They banned the Brew. The Brew is also a big problem. Trixie had an excellent game.
Yeah. Much better than the Pugna game.
I mean, yeah, I think he could have done anything and had a better game than that Pugna game.
I would agree. Yeah, wasn't great. So,
what's the first pick? Is it Rubik?
First pick Invoker. Do it. Do it. The pure sort of screw you pick. Just pick Meteor Hammer Invoker first. Do it.
I kind of hope they do, but
I hope they. If they do, and they'll take their Bane.
Okay, they take their Bane.
Now Kinguin.
Do they take Rubik Elder Titan?
Now let's see some true adaptation.
No, it's Dazzle Elder Titan or Rubik Elder Titan.
Let's see Kinguin
take the
Invoker and do it themselves. They'll take the ET and they'll take the Sand King.
Okay, they take the
strong opening for those two.
Oh, who's on which side, by the way? I didn't even look.
Kinguin is on the Radiant again.
Kinguin's on Radiant for the 3rd time. Okay, interesting.
So. 5 Anchors. The Invokers, just come on, you got the Bane.
Oh, you got.
There's no Elder Titan though. That's the problem. The Elder Titan was quite nice. He was pretty big in the combos that
I think he was pretty crucial.
He was
because his impact in the early game. He was all 6 of their kills.
Oh, I mean, do you remember last two times he played it? Did he have an Elder Titan then as well?
I think not every time.
Not every time.
A couple of them he did. A couple of them he had tiny and other like some disables and just stuns. So I think that's gonna be offlane, right? Yeah, that'll be Trixie's hero then. If they picked it with ET.
Yeah, that was the Trixie class. Wait, no, what are you on about?
What am I on about?
Trixie's not on Kinguin.
Oh, sorry, apologies. Yeah, silly, sorry.
Come on, it's Patos.
It's Patos, yeah, my bad.
Patos on the Sand King.
I'm totally out of whack now because of that Invoker, man.
Clockwork for Trixie, I would imagine. I mean, it could be support, but Trixie Clock used to be the thing back in the day, wasn't it?
It did. I think
he was a clock player.
I think I like it more personally in the.
Sure.
I still personally like it a lot more.
I'd
support
like
role. Yeah.
Ban the Tinker. They're not banning the Invoker. Come on.
They have to ban SF too, right?
Sure, the clock is there. That is definitely a ban that you want. I mean, come on. Topson is not an SF picker. He's an Invoker picker. He's a...
Is he? Is he also...
he probably is an SF player as well. I would imagine
231 SF games, but he has a 43% win rate with the hero.
Ooh.
But that does not mean it's with the... That's not mean it's always with Clockwork.
That's
this
pretty...
is pub games, dude.
Yeah, but 43%, that's pretty... That's not great.
I mean, it's his lowest win rate on...
I don't think even I have 43% win rate on... heroes. I mean, granted, he plays the skill level that's 3 times harder than what I do. That's 43% ain't great.
TB gets banned. I think they banned it every game versus Kinguin, right? In the 4th, 5th? Yeah, I believe so. Ooh, just got chilly.
It's Kinguin ban.
SF or Invoker?
No respect for the Invoker so far.
Pogna. They leave the SF.
Wow.
Maybe Kinguin actually takes the SF 3rd pick.
I'm a little surprised by that Pugna ban. I am.
It's one of Topson's most played heroes too. He plays it usually. They usually don't put it on Trixie.
Sure.
I think they take SF here, and it's kind of like a deny pick. Take Disruptor.
Okay.
Right, just kidding.
I mean, obviously very strong heroes for Kinguin. Disruptor, Sand King.
Yep.
Elder Titan. The team fight is phenomenal.
They've got good catch.
But you know what breaks up the team fight?
Invoker.
Tornado. Tornado.
You just want it so bad. I mean, I do too. That was sick.
I'm sure they're thinking about it.
5 seconds remaining.
5 anchors. What do they want to take? As you said, if they want the SF clock, it's there. I think it's a bit of a... I'm not sure you have that... Yeah, you're going to have that nice start, but you've got 3 heroes that have a lot of control for the SF. So where's he getting on top of him and making it hard before he gets any sort of defensive item. 5 anchors, what do they want? At the same time, I don't mind something different because they might have some fun stuff in store. They'll take themselves the Abaddon this time round, which of course last game we saw Kinguin take. So that will probably be Trixie's hero, and indeed it will be the 4 clockwork as you expected.
I'm trying to think why they would pick Abaddon, especially the Disruptor too. Disruptor's one of the better heroes versus that silence.
10 seconds remaining.
It's very strong in the mid fights, in the team fights.
5 seconds remaining.
There must be pairing it with something in particular.
Potentially stupid question.
What's up?
Borrowed time, you can obviously do it when you're stunned. Can you do it when you're slept?
Yes.
Yes. It's the same.
Yeah. So I guess maybe that's why, to wake people up.
Yeah, you can wake yourself and you can wake someone else up. All right, there you go. There you go. That's something.
I guess so. I guess that could be one of the...
I mean, that is pretty nice, you know, to stop...
It's not a Ravage, though. You know, it's not where it's like this long cooldown.
Sure.
ET stun has like a 20-second cooldown or even less, like 15-second cooldown.
It still could break up the combo that the SK or the Disruptor's coming in with their ults with a longer cooldown.
Okay, I can see that. Okay, good call. Yeah. I'm just not used to seeing so much Abaddon. Abaddon banned in the first 2, picked in the first 3.
Every game of this has been having a look at it, whether it be bans or picks.
Yeah.
So Kinguin, what do they want with this combo that they have so far?
They could take the Gyro.
Gyro is definitely great.
I don't know if they're going to want to play the Venge again after just losing with it. Even though they won the first one, it does kind of put a bad taste in your mouth. So I think Gyro.
I mean, the other sort of exotic deer heroes are still fine here.
Yeah, if they want to go for that Lone Druid build game. I think this one looks like they're drafting a lot of team fight, though. They just want to be able to battle.
I mean, you know, if they pick a core that can battle with them.
Void?
Having 4 battlers in the Lone Druid is fine.
Okay.
You've got that battle to be where the Lone Druid isn't. So I like this. I like this pick. I mean, we know how good Kinguin are with the Lone Druid, so it's a strong pick for Kinguin. And then back to 5 anchors.
I'm thinking, is this mid or safe lane? Probably safe lane. And then we're going to move the supports around, but
I think it depends on the matchups.
They run it mid too. That's the thing. Because Deer is the one who plays it. Nisha's usually the carry player. I'll put it safe lane for now. We'll move it if we see a different carry hero picked. But yeah, they could just leave that Lone Druid in a 1v1 versus Abaddon and move their supports around. I think they might actually just put the ET with the Sand King in the off lane, but we'll make the adjustment. Based on more information, 5 anchors, what do they pick? What's it gonna be?
I think there's a lot of people that I'm still hoping for the Invoker. And your dreams are not dead yet, kids. It could happen.
I wonder how many times you've said that already in these 4. But you're like, Invoker. Are they gonna do it? Come on, let's make it. SF or Invoker.
What do we want to get for Topson? I mean, in before he picks him in boring like a Viper.
No. Not Viper Abaddon. Those 2 heroes.
The real plot twist.
watching that last game made me sad. Watching a Batten and Viper running around, unable to hit people because they got no catch.
We're going right into bonus time on this 4th pick for 5 Anchors. What are they trying to legitimize? And it is going to be the SF clock. Yeah, okay, so no Invoker today, but the SF clock. Strong, of course, for obvious reasons. And they do have ways to protect the SF with the Abaddon, which is nice.
Taking the words out of my mouth. Good job.
10 seconds remaining.
And our final bans from
5
Kinguin.
seconds
5
remaining.
Anchors still needing their carry. Kinguin.
They might have to ban the gyro because they don't have first pick out of this.
Because yeah, I think otherwise they would have wanted the gyro, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think Kinguin could want this gyro, and I think Anchors will take it first though.
I think they either the gyro, or if they do want to have the Lone Druid in the safe lane and get something from mid to make the plays happen, I think it could be a pretty good game for like the Queen of Pain surely this time round.
Yeah, Queen of Pain Viper.
Yeah,
I mean, they just lost with it, but now they actually have, they have way more catch. In the last one, they were struggling to actually hit people. And they respect Bandit anyway.
Ho! Even though there's an SF pick.
They might think it's an SF safe lane.
I mean, that sounds pretty garbage, but...
They've actually done...
They did SF safe lane? All right.
I don't think it was SF safe lane. Oh, no, it was SF safe lane.
Did they win?
They did do it, and they won versus 21 Savage.
All right, SF safe lane. Don't do it, kids.
5 seconds remaining.
But these guys do. Yeah. And they might still do it. As you say, yeah. We'll see with this final one. They do take away Nisha's... that
Venge, yeah.
Nisha's Venge.
I mean, both drafts are kind of screaming gyro.
I mean, I hope they do it. If they've won with it, I would like to be educated in the ways of the safe lane Shadow
They did it with Invoker, though.
Okay. Yes. So without it, they might be put off. But they won't. I think that's going to be SF safe lane. Wow. This team, they showed us something with the Thompson Invoker. OD will be the final pick for Kinguin. It could still be the DP safe lane, and we saw what that.
I'm putting the DP, but I am putting the DP safe lane, but I think this is gonna. I have no idea, dude. To be honest, this team.
We don't know.
They're all over the place, and it works for them. So
it's Nemfi playing the SF. It's going to be SF safe lane.
It is SF safe.
It's going to be SF safe lane, ladies and gentlemen.
I'll move that really quick. Here you go.
I mean, I feel like prediction-wise, as I said, I do not rate SF safe lane very highly, but I would also not have rated Meteor Hammer Invoker. So I'm going to go with 5 Anchors. Screw it.
You're going with 5 Anchors?
If they're going SF safe lane, I just feel like it won't work so badly that I have to go with it, because these guys are pros. They know what's up. I don't know what's up. They want to do SF safe lane, and they've probably got something similar to the brilliance that they have with their Invoker build. I'm doing SF safe lane over 5 Anchors for me.
I'm going to go with a Kinguin. I think this OD pick versus Bane, it's really strong, and it's also versus Abaddon too. Both these heroes, OD is just the champion verse, and they've got Exotic Deer on Lone Druid. I don't see them really lose games with Lone Druid on this team, so I have to go with Kinguin.
Let's get ourselves in the game, guys and girls. We do not have a Meteor Hammer Invoker, but we do have a Shadow Fiend safe lane for the 5 Anchors lads to entertain you with. Let's see how it all works out as we get into this game.
We will watch. We will watch these cogs lose their poor souls.
I mean, if a cog has souls, it probably means it has like emotions and stuff.
It does, exactly.
So it's actually really quite morbid.
Every time you kill those cogs.
Help me!
Jesus Christ.
I know.
What is Owen?
Oh, that wasn't me. That was the cogs. I didn't expect that audio update in the patch today.
Okay.
So at the moment, what's options up here? Oh, we're not getting SF safe lane.
They just switch the lanes, huh?
I mean, you're the expert with the items that they have.
The SF has mid items.
Oh.
DP has safe lane items. Oh, I moved it for no reason.
The hype is dead.
They scout Thompson with the Spirit.
No safe lane SF. I mean, safe lane DP, as we said, we've seen this before. We saw this the other day in Raven played it in Southeast Asia.
We did.
Did it win that game? I don't think it did it?
The battle begins.
I don't think it did.
No, they lost that game.
I think they did lose
that game.
Yeah, right. TNC lost when they did safe lane DP. No SF safe lane. Sorry, lads and ladies, for the incorrect information. We're not getting it this time round. Or maybe we are. We are. No. Oh, where's Thompson? No, Thompson's just switching side lanes.
He's got side lane items. Yeah, Nemphy has mid items.
Okay.
Those pool tangos. So it will be Exotic Deer going down bottom. He was blocking the wave with his bear and blocking mid with his hero. What a player. So OD versus SF. SF with souls becomes a bit more challenging for the OD. Still can secure last hits always with Astral. Top.
Oh.
Rixie taking a beating.
He's got the shield, so he'll be fine. Does lose quite. He's prepared for this sort of being though. He's got 9 tangos in the sound. And yeah, so putting Thompson down on the bottom lane. So yeah, I guess what this just means what Nemphy is the better SF player, or why would sort of they make the role change on this, do you think?
He's like the hard carry player, right, I guess.
Yeah.
Thompson's more of like the spellcaster, especially since he plays the Invoker.
So these lanes anyway that we've ended up with, who's coming out on top, do you think?
Trixie's going to be pretty shut down up here. This is a double melee versus Sanking. 5 Anchors is going to suffer up top. So I actually think Kinguin did. Yeah. Because this Lone Druid's he should be able to farm down here. He's going to be impacted a little bit by the Enfeeble, but he's going to do just fine as a Lone Druid. And mid, they're doubling up. And yeah, top, I don't think that Abaddon's going to get a whole lot versus Sanking and ET. Neither is a Clockwork.
Excuse me?
Did he just walk up in a double ring?
I think he was just trying to play around with Nemphy on the side, but
okay.
Nemphy just turned and raised him down. Oh, Niche is not going to be happy about that.
He was sitting at 190 HP.
And he just came in for the race. That was, yeah, a huge mistake from Disrupt.
Oh, Clockwork? CORSAIR?
He's fine. Okay. Just. Will cut himself through the trees, gets himself back into the tower. They will get in with the kill this time. At least Ash will be able to redeem himself. As he comes forward and will manage to set up for a kill. Oh, I say set up. I did only have the Thunderstrike, but it was the Astral there, giving him time to get in and offer the damage down bottom.
They're killing the bear.
The bear.
The Spirit Siphon on bear.
Plus 300.
Better than killing heroes.
It really is at this stage of the game.
Mid again, the glimpse.
Oh, they're going to take him down a second time. The wraparound from CORSAIR is more than enough. There's an Invis rune. No, can't get it. Should have gone safe lane. That's the second death in a quick row for Nemphy.
He's 4-0 on the Shadow Fiend to the 9-6 in the OD. Thompson, though, he's actually just on the bottom lane as DP. He's just right-clicking the bear so that he can just Spirit Siphon it as well. Because Spirit Siphon versus bear early on is a substantial amount of damage. But Deer is still farming just fine down here. 10-3 on the Lone Druid. All 3 lanes still looking quite favorable for Kinguin.
Straight in. They get themselves the kill on Trixie.
Yeah, these 2 supports, they're making moves all around the map. Elizage, he wants to, looks like he wants to stay continuing this aggression because he actually just popped his mango instantly when he was top.
Is under attack.
So they will bring the Bane mid to start enfeebling that OD just to secure Nemphy's last hits because he's still only sitting at 4.
He is struggling on this SF.
Yeah.
Really is. Just hit a bit of help now. We'll help him out bottom lane. Thompson.
Okay.
And OKC are getting in. Closing the gap there with the Siphon and with the Battery Assault beatdown.
I don't know how I didn't even notice that one either. I'm just looking at absolutely nothing on the map.
At least Ash will be Astral there. But that Astral required to save the Disruptor will mean there's not an Astral that would have been required to get the kill on Nemphy.
No bear for 30 seconds on Exotic Deer from that rotation. So this Clockwork, I'm gonna keep eyes on him. He's probably gonna be the action starter for 5 Anchors, as the 4 roles tend to be. But top lane, Patos pulling far ahead of the Abaddon, as expected. Sanking. It was dual melee versus dual melee with the Sanking ET.
Nisha.
They want to kill this SF again.
Yeah, CORSAIR on the high ground.
They know this though. The Bane has now pinged it out. Pexu wrapping around.
Hello.
Hello.
He sees him.
They're gonna go for the
try
glimpse.
Nonetheless.
They're gonna get the glimpse.
And that should give them the time for Nisha to beat down upon Nemphy, get the kill. CORSAIR. Whoa. Astral. I don't know thinking about. I mean, they're thinking about trying to tank the tower to save him. And CORSAIR, and then he gets the stomp off. So he will fall. Nisha has to be careful as well.
He's got 1 Fairy Fire, as long as he doesn't get Brain Sap.
Oh, he's got the, yeah, because 10-1 charges.
Yeah.
He's good, he's golden. And that mid lane continued to be quite a scary place for the Shadow Fiend.
He has caught up a bit, but yeah, he pays with his life. And bottom, They're looking to try to pressure this bear again. At least just... I was trying to say the bear's name that Exotic Deer made it, but
What's his name?
I can't read it. I don't know.
Oh, I can.
It's kind of
Masik Sarenki.
Sarenki, right? All right, yeah. I don't know.
Which probably, going by Lone Druid players, is something incredibly offensive in that language.
Yeah, I think so too.
And
that's why I didn't
he's
say
probably saying it right now, because that bear's just died another time.
Yep.
That's a lot of gold.
The Spirit Siphon, man.
It seems to be, it's a smart counter to the Lone Druid in lane, it really is.
Yeah, it's good in the mid game too, because even if you know, in the middle of the fights, you can just link up the bear, and it's gonna be the tankiest thing in the game until like way later, just because it has what 3,000 HP.
Bottom lane.
Clockwork.
The Savage Roar. They do still get the glimpse back underneath the tower. Elisash trying to look for the blocks, but okay, so yeah, just a little bit too speedy.
They're really trying to punish him whenever his bear dies.
Double damage.
Way to hit a man when he's down.
Yeah, so he can't get that resummon out. Clockwork and Bane. They're looking to get a wraparound on mid. They're trying to punch back onto Nisha, because Nisha is still doing very well versus Nemphy.
See what they can do here. Pexu leading in 2Ps. Will be coming over. Patos is there. Can look for the Burrow Strike. Straight in they go. On to Nemphy's SF. They have the epicenter as well, so Nemphy will fall.
Pexu's probably going to die here as well.
What? Stop. Sleep in the Bane. No TP out for him. And another kill for Kinguin. This mid lane.
Bottom though, the bear again. Look at Thompson go. He's trying to.
Oh.
The Crypt Swarm off the mark.
Oh, the bear should be fine. Oh.
Yep.
Let's get the jump out in time.
They're just ruthless.
Back to base for the bear. Getting back up to full before Exotic Deer calls him back out. And yeah, there's still 80 seconds as he just resummoned it. He cannot afford to let that bear go down again.
Yeah. I love that rotation by Patos too, that TP mid, because he's dominating the top lane so hard. He's got Arcane Boots level 7 while Trixie just hits level 6. And I think Trixie's only got, what, like Soul Ring as well? He's going to keep punching back on him.
Trixie's trying to man up on this. And will force Patos back to the side. I should say, yeah, good in the gold. 750 on the way to the blink. Pexu back up to provide assistance. And Nemphy, despite dying, he's farming. He is up there at the top CS. He had 40 CS.
Still a bit. He's about 1,000 gold behind the OD.
Sure, because of these deaths.
Starting to stack up for himself.
Time to smoke. Time to move. See what they can find. Nemphy in the jungle. That would be the dream catch for Kinguin. That's what they're hunting for. The smoke.
They should be able to. Eldisage is in range for the glimpse.
Got the sleep. Yep. Into the glimpse, surrounding Nemphy. Nemphy will fall. For rotation,
everyone's coming,
another kill.
All 5 anchors on their way.
Let's see what they can do in response to fight back. Chasing down Nisha. Nisha in the cogs, has the Astral, holding back the Clockwork, but of course the battery assault still continues. It doesn't matter, Sanis is eclipsed down. Nisha gets the double kill. Trixie has the borrowed time, but the kinetic field will be down to control him, and Kinguin will get all of the kills there as 5 anchors try and respond, but they just beat down into them, Kinguin.
I thought Thompson was going to go as well, since he's like the strongest hero and they're diving so far, but no, he just stays bottom, and yeah, they just give 4 heroes. They give 3 heroes basically for free to that OD.
Not the play that 5 anchors need to be going for. They've got to be careful how much they give to this OD, who already had quite a spectacular mid lane. Nisha having a great time. Showing his versatility as well. Of course, we've seen him play the safe lane Venge in the last 2 games, but this time stepping it up in the mid. Pexu come over towards the mid lane, try and find himself that level 6. He's getting close to Nemphy back in the neighborhood as well. Now 2 level difference between himself and this OD.
Yeah, he's just very susceptible to all those kills without, or all those deaths without any of his teammates just sitting behind him. Bane and Clockwork pretty much have to play around him, but they're suffering so much in their lanes.
Look at this smoke.
Patos bottom, TPs. They want Thompson.
He's committing with the exorcism.
Do they get the root? He has to run. Spirit though.
Ooh, they've got the sleep. Patos, he has the epi if he wants to rev it up before going in, but he feels it's not needed. They'll just drive for it anyway. Oh no, he did.
After, yeah.
He did after. Make sure that they get the kill.
They found Nemphy again.
They did. They moved into the jungle. This time it'll cost them Elisash's life. As OKC and Pexo do chase down the Disruptor, but again, the overall trade's continuing to favor Kinguin as they are taking these cores.
Yeah. This OD is going to have a very fast four staff.
Mid lane OKC, they spot it out. Sentry's down. Won't be able to get away with anything here. And
Stack up some in.
That's nice.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's nice. Lots of in for these early stages of the OD, meaning that they have to keep their distance.
They're going to need to get these level 6s on the supports, but there is still an Invis Clockwork. He's running toward bottom. He might be able to catch Exotic Deer off guard. He doesn't have a level in his ultimate. He's just going for the bear.
Oh, they want the bear.
Oh, the quick cog break by Deer.
Oh, get that bear out of there.
He's tanking,
he's tanking the Battery Assault. I got you, bear.
Oh.
He gets him out.
That was a nice play there.
That was cute.
Eldisage, he's looking for Nemphy. Unable to find him this time. Almost level 6 on the supports of Kinguin. How are we doing on 5 anchors? Level 6 on Bane. Now he got the Tome, I believe. And yeah, Clock. Still not quite there. Patos has the blink now on Sand King. It's going to make them be able to continue their aggression that they've been doing so cleanly. And 4 staff finished on Nisha coming out on the courier.
So this tier 1, they go bottom lane.
They're looking again at Nemphy. They've got wards placed too. Can they find him for the glimpse?
He's running.
He's hugging the tower.
He is hiding. How deep do they want to be searching?
Look at them. Oh my goodness. They take his neutrals though. So Topson's gonna have to be the big one to carry them back into this game because their other 2 cores are, I mean, suffering is a nice word I feel for it because Abaddon is 2,600 net worth to the 5.1 of Patos, and Patos just continuing to pop the creeps.
Pop the borrowed time as well.
Time. Yep.
Right, Trixie still suffering up in this top lane. 12 for 4, 12 minutes in, 4K lead for Kinguin.
And he just gets the solo kill.
Patos just moves in with the epicenter. Sees an opportunity after the borrowed time wears off, and Trixie, nothing to do to protect himself against that.
Anchors looking for a smoke. They might be able to catch Deer with this one.
See,
they should. Yeah, they got him.
Goes up. Does get the initial war onto Topson, but there comes the hook shot with the Fiend's Grip as well.
I didn't think they'd commit the Fiend's Grip there too, but all right, they got him. Side lane's gonna get pushed in now by Kinguin. They don't have Epi to take the fight here. Eldisage being dove.
See what they can do. He does have Static Storm, but yeah, there's 4 heroes. He'll just accept his death. Double kill for Topson. Mid lane, Kinguin looking for that trade. Pushing into the tier 1 tower. Nemphy will TP over. Couture does get the sleep onto 2. Trixie removing it straight away with the borrowed time.
Nisha doesn't care. He's just going to keep hitting him.
Absolutely not. Get those in up. Yep. They will get the tower tonight on mid. And they should be able to finish off that tier 1 down bottom. Patos actually, he's getting his own tier 1 up top. Trixie wants to go for the deny, but Patos goes for the stun to make sure that he can get that final touch. Both side towers going down.
Some trades. Topson, top 2 net worth on the Death Prophet. Like I was saying, they have to play around him. The supports, and he needs to make the rotations just to bring back his SF in the game. Nemphy has almost got the drum, but yeah, he's still suffering a lot. And Deer is on the way toward that Radiance, of course. Midas, 1,900 gold. Patos has Epicenter ready in 15. They are definitely ready to fight on the side of Kinguin when he has that.
See what they can do next here. 5 anchors. So Exorcism is back up. Just waiting on it in the moment.
They do see Nemphy moving down, and so is Pexu. So if they see those rotations, they can easily make moves now around this for Kinguin.
Hunting the deer. Katsaw is behind him. They might be able to get on Katsaw first though. Oh, he's trying for the TP. The hook shot's going to be there, though. Raw instantly from Exotic Deer, trying to create space. But Kinguin to go for the retreat. Katsaw laying down the air splitter upon where they're going to walk to. Doesn't manage to clip onto 2, but he is surrounded. 5 anchors.
Topson wants the bear, too. He wants to get more out of this. They will kill Pexu on the side. Kinguin with the smoke. They will find that. And the bear, 1,200 HP. Can they isolate it? But uh-oh, Kinguin's coming.
And they've got the Static Storm. It is going to trap the Death Prophet. The bear does go down, so 5 Anchors get what they came for, but it may cost them their lives. Thompson gets dragged back, tries to play himself out of here with the silence, but the chase comes through. Nisha and Elisash surround him and will claim the Death Prophet kill.
You know, they got the bear, but that's definitely not worth it.
I was the harbinger of vengeance.
As you said, Thompson is very important for 5 Anchors to be able to achieve anything at this stage. And losing him, not really an option.
Look, Peksu is really trying to look for that ward that they placed around the Ancient side, but he places 2 sentries off the mark. That one still will be alive. It's going to be dying anyway. It's already done its job. Nymphy. And Peksu. Deer. They might be able to catch him here. Watching all these Lone Druid players, they constantly just use their bear to pick up double bounty runes and just while they farm with their hero. So that's how they actually get the Radiance timing so fast.
See if they can get in on the bear.
They get the hook shot in. Thompson's behind with Exorcism too.
They're popping immediately. He's got that dead double damage rune working as well as Exotic Deer. Taken down. 5 Anchors doing a good job of fighting with this Death Prophet. They'll push in on bottom. Fortification comes out on both side lanes as Kinguin are pushing up top as well with Nisha.
They do not push as fast though. That's an OD hitting a tower in comparison to a Death Prophet and SF. So Nymphy starting to recover. Lone Druid suffering quite a lot, dying a lot in these instances, and Nymphy, he actually TPs into all of them here. Nymphy gets glimpsed all the way back though.
Ooh, okay. So there's no Shadow Fiend for this defense up top. Static Stalk comes down, but Trixie and then the Bane out to the side in time. We'll be fine.
Bit awkward. Mid now though, they port. They're looking for Thompson.
And he's got eyes on it, Pados.
They've got Glimpse available from Elisage as well.
Closing the gap a little bit. They're looking for the sleep. The self-fuel's there from Thompson, buying himself some time, but he's stuck in the kinetic field. The Earthsplitter comes in as well. Thompson with the Siphon, trying to fight back against Katsuo, but Katsuo keeps the distance, will survive. They'll chase him down, force forward as Pados closing the gap. Glimpse is there if required, but he'll die before. As Kinguin are able to get Thompson.
Top. Nisha. Building up some int off Trixie. 3k though. 5 Anchors not falling too far behind just yet. But their Abaddon is really struggling to find any farm in this game. I think he's queued up a Midas. Yeah, he has.
It's tough times for Trixie.
Very tough times. So I think the same thing kind of has to happen though. They have to keep playing around this Death Prophet until SF has BKB. When SF has BKB, he's got a little bit more liberty in this game because it's only really the Lone Druid who does the right clicks on the side of Kinguin. While on the side of Kinguin, they're just waiting for that Radiance. And it should be done quite soon. I think the Relic was picked up. They're going to keep getting aggressive with the rest of their heroes, but once they get the Radiance, that's when they're actually going to group up, and they might even just try to commit for a pick-off into a Roche into just several towers.
Big dagger on that OD. Nisha continues to look very, very big, and he has that gap closed now.
He's got the blink now too, huh?
Yep.
He just finished the Hurricane Pike up not too long ago, so he got a lot of farm in the last few moments. The blink Hurricane Pike. It looks like it might be Peksu. Yep.
Coming into the jungle.
See ya. Oh, Nisha wanted the last hit. Didn't get it though.
Finish it.
Trixie is that a misclick? Trixie was top TPing and they TP'd to his shrine right in front of Kinguin. Oops.
Mind games.
I think he was maybe
yep.
I think he was quelling blading through the trees. Yeah. They do have DP ulti at the ready, but it seems like 5 Anchors actually doesn't really want to take fights till they have BKB Death Prophet, BKB SF. It'll make it a lot easier for them to move among the fights versus Kinguin, not having to worry as much about Sanking and Disruptor. Is anyone building Urn or Spirit Vessel on Kinguin? They are not. They could go for it. I mean, they don't need it essentially, but it's always very good to have versus the Death Prophet. Nisha. Throwing some orbs at Peksu. Vexer sleeps, dodges a couple, and they will lose their ward, but there is still a sentry ward up top. And oh, actually, I think Nisha actually killed his own sentry. I think that's what happened there. I think they denied their sentry by accident. Oops. Kinguin still in the area, continuing this aggression. They've got the Radiance up. They're trying to pick a fight, but at the same time, 5 anchors. They've got the BKB on SF.
And Kinguin have hit them with their own scans, so they know that's coming in. Okay, see ya. Can he find an angle? Goes straight in onto the Disruptor. Cogs down as well, but the defensive Astral comes through for Nisha. He blinks back, chasing down the Clockwork. Okay, see ya now out of mana with the Hurricane Pike. Nisha will finish off the clock. On the side of it all, they've jumped in with the Epicenter. They have got the Static Storm, but Trixie moving forward with the borrowed time will survive. Overall, though, Nisha finding 2 kills. They're healing up around the Shrine, 5 anchors, but Nisha, he wants to get back involved in this fight. Pados goes forward with the Burrow Strike onto Thompson. The Exorcism does still kill off the Sand King. Nisha is just doing so much damage, though, as the Int is getting racked up. Has to be careful. Trixie trying to chase him. He's got the Hurricane Pike and the Blink, and does still at the back up. He goes back in. Self-fuel's there from the Death Puffer. It will keep that man alive. Nisha does fall. Nemphy gets the kill. They're solo with a full heal up with the Exorcism. Puts Thompson back in a good place. Nemphy will survive. As 5 anchors, not taking too bad of a fight there at all.
Yeah, having that Shrine available for them pretty much secured them that fight to come back in, because it was looking a bit scary. Nemphy got epied and burrowed before he actually got the BKB off, so almost gets bursted before he's able to use that one. But they can live long enough, and Thompson in that fight gets a full duration Exorcism, kind of hitting everybody. And Nisha, like you said, he went back in.
Yeah, he was going pretty, because he was getting a lot of hits off. His int must have been pretty high, but...
yeah, I think he had 48 or 52 at one point.
It was adding up, but...
Yep.
Get very low.
They did get initiated on, so that's 5 anchors. Getting the initiation off is the ideal. Even if SF almost died, he did get the BKB off. He needs to maybe be a little bit more careful with using that one before those. Yeah, but he didn't have vision of Patos, of course. So it will be tough. Bottom lane. BKB's at the ready again. They're looking for Deer. They'll be able to find him.
They've got the Fiend's Grip with the Roar from the Bear. Forces back the Bane, and now Kinguin, they get the Burrow Strike off onto this Shadow Fiend, and Nemphy, he's gone. The rest of the team looking to TP out of there. OKC cutting his way into the tree line. They're trying to find him. They won't get him in time. OKC is successful with the escape.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
At least they were trying to stay aggressive, right? They were trying to catch out the Lone Druid while off guard, but they lose a pretty big kill now, and they will lose at least this tier 1 bottom. Kinguin wants to continue their pressure. They've got wards placed up and around too, so Kinguin should get the jump in this fight. Thompson does have Exorcism available, and he's got the BKB on the Death Prophet too, so he's pretty tanky. Shouldn't get bursted down too easily versus Kinguin's lineup, as long as he doesn't get initially stunned and comboed. But this Bear, quickly taking out the tier 2.
Shredding this tower. Pados there, ready on the side if anyone dare come forth to put a stop to that push. Kinguin, the move towards mid to take away that final tier 2 that 5 anchors have standing.
Yeah, the 2k gold that 5 Ank actually had gained back a bit in that fight top, they pretty much lost during losing that Shadow Fiend and having to play passive for the last few minutes. Kinguin looking to clean up this tower, but the wraparound comes in.
Thompson actually popping the Exorcism. He wants to fight. Pados jumps in straight away with the Burrow Strike. Couple of hits on him, but Thompson sent back with the Fear. They have the Static Storm controlling the Bane for now. Glimpse as well, but Nemphy pops the BKB. Stands his ground, takes down Ellie Sash.
They found him again. OKC both times now catching on top of the Disruptor with the hook shot. This is a Death Prophet Exorcism committed, though.
They could try for Roche with it.
It looks like they're gonna try it. There is an epicenter available for the pit, and they don't have great vision outside.
Yeah, there is the combo between the ET and the SK that 5 anchors have to be a little bit aware of, and I think they're realizing that. On the side, they have found Katsaw, but there's the damage coming through. Silence on the OD, slowing down the right clicks. Okay, see, he has to be careful with the Ancients around and he'll lose his life. Thompson pops the BKB. Outcoming on the backlines. Nemfi very low, looking for the Requiem, gets it off. Yule Scepter throwing the Sand King up into the air. Burrow, he's got the Sandstorm as well. Pados still alive for now. Burrow strikes himself away, will get out alive. The kinetic field surrounds them. They chop down a second. Double kill for Exotic Deer as the Radiance Bear going pretty ham. He's chasing down Trixie with that Radiance burn. Trixie just outside of the range, but Pados moves in, finds the Burrow strike as Kinguin take 4 overall. They'll move back towards the pit.
Oh, they missed the 5th kill too. Nisha was slapped by the Bane. He was spam pinging himself for one of his teammates to wake him up because he had the Astral up, but DP ports out right in front of him. And that fight, again, I think Shadow Fiend unable to get the BKB off. He gets bursted pretty much entirely from the Sand King Epi almost every single time in these engagements. And Kinguin now, they will turn this into a rush.
Absolutely, I think that whole bit played off the back of us. We saw 5 Anchors go towards Roshan with the Exorcism, but sort of realizing it's very hard to do against the lineup the Kinguin have.
And without Exorcism, their damage is pretty much, it's negligible. It's really, really low. They got a very good silences though, over and over again on Nisha, so it did prevent him from going too crazy in the fight, but they lose 4. And Kinguin continue to gain their lead. And that last fight even skyrockets the experience, at least. Went from like a 2,000 experience lead to a well over 8,000.
Quite the jump there. Yeah. For Kinguin.
Top. Okay, Sia goes in the tree lines. He's gonna actually just TP out.
He should not have to get in with the Astral. Mid lane.
Mid.
Jumping onto the Bane. TP's out coming through. They'll drop the Static Storm immediately. Nemfi with the wraparound. Gets a couple of raises out onto Disruptor. He is still alive for now, though. The Mistcoil from Trixie finishes off early Sash. Pados, throw strikes up to the high ground, just out of range of the Crypt Swarm. He'll have to blink back up and will be able to get himself away from 5 Anchors. So, just the Disruptor going down there.
Yeah, they just were looking for some quick pick-off. They didn't have any of their big cores. They didn't have the OD or the Lone Druid. 5 Anchors was there to respond. So how are we doing on the levels? It's 16 on Death Prophet and 17 on Shadow Fiend. So they want that level 18 on both of those cores for the next fight. They might not be given the time though. I think Kinguin's going to continue to run at them. They've got everything available. OD ulti is up in 5.
See what Nisha can find. He's sort of on the front lines at the moment. Throw the ward down on OKC. Nisha jumps in, starts to take that in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Give me a little bit more. Could drop the Santies, but he doesn't want to do that for just the clockwork kill. They'll turn towards Trixie. Borrow time's up. That's going to be more and more int for Nisha. Continues to rack it up and up and up.
36, 44,
there we
48.
I kind of wonder, I said someone threw the guy up in the air with the Yules. Like, surely you want to keep him down so Nisha can keep hitting him.
Yeah, they just don't, I mean, they don't want to heal too much. Top, Patos setting up the Epi, but there is a BKB on SF. He blinks out quick.
Patos, he
might
still want to try and play around with it.
There's no TP on Nemfi. They're going to chase him out here. He's got to hide in the trees. Thompson. Nisha's going for him. He's with this fresh Hex.
Peksu is there to hold him back with a Nightmare. Will get taken off. Peksu TPing out. Nisha. Can he find Thompson? He cannot. Thompson will be able to get out.
And bottom this whole time. They've just been pushing to the base. Elishaj is able to catch out the clockwork. Thompson.
He's got the silence. Just looking for the chase down, but the bear's there.
If they just disengage right now, that's going to be massive for Kinguin.
Oh dear. That's sexy. It was under the Arcane Rune though, so that's at least something. But still, it's a long time. It's at least a full minute without that, and the whoops does come out indeed.
They're just going to wait for that to go away, and they do have that blink Hex on Nisha like you mentioned. They might actually just jump him here.
Yeah, they do. They don't care about no exorcism.
He gets kaboomed.
Sanities is down. Now, has the SF got his BKB back off cooldown? He does now. He does now, and he is going to need to use it. Back up just in time, and we'll keep Nemfi alive. Jump in, though. Nisha, how much isn't C-Man on his 28 stuns, put it back up. Forces the buyback out, in fact, from Thompson on the Death Prophet, despite the fact that Thompson, of course, does not have the exorcism for 50 more seconds.
All these fights are constantly on the 5 Anchors side, too, so Kinguin always able to transition it into a bit of a push.
go Hex. Straight away. Getting that in.
Epi's coming out.
Here we go. Pados looking for the angle. Jumps in
Gets
and he's
both
on
boards.
to 2. Nemphy falling low. Thompson. That's a dieback on your Death Prophet. Savage Roar forcing 5 anchors back. They have the glimpse to bring OKC back into their hands. Trixie gets the borrowed time off. Nisha being focused. OKC will fall the Hex straight away onto Nemphy. Jump forward. Pados in the Burrow Strike. They'll claim the SF. They'll get the Bane. There'll be a buyback from the SF. But 5 anchors are just getting shredded by the damage of this OD. As is in 72. It's racking up. This is, of course, the point of the game where it's not even with that extra 60 seconds. He's just getting it so quick and so fast in the midst of all the action. They'll buy back, but now at this point, a 21k gold lead for Kinguin. It looks like without the magic of the Meteor Hammer Invoker, 5 anchors suffer against a lineup such as Kinguin's, as there'll be a second set of racks. 5 anchors trying to hold, but it's looking to be a little bit of a slower pace repeat of game 1.
Yeah. Nemphy again blinks in, has BKB, but he's still getting hit way too hard. 60 int still stolen on Nisha.
Turns back onto OKC, sending him back to base. There's the Hex.
Okay. And Trixie is...
Oh, keep getting that in, boy. Oh, 84, 88, 92, 96, 100. Learn your 4 times tables, kids. It improves your OD play.
So he's stacked, and Exotic Deer is cleaning up the rest of the game.
He really is.
28k gold advantage. Yeah.
So, as per game 1, they won't call GG yet. They're waiting for that. Okay, they will now. They will now. Not yet. No, I was right when I said yeah, but yeah, a second later.
A second later.
So, GG is cool, ladies and gentlemen, and with that, Kinguin are your victors of the series, taking down 5 anchors, 2-1. And I'll tell you what, Fog.
What's up?
They should have done the, say, Flame Shadow feed. What they're missing. And they struggled mid, Nemphy.
Yeah, I think the support rotations by Kinguin were just way too much for 5 anchors to handle. They were just they were just faster. That was pretty much what it came down to. They kept killing that SF. Even when he went to jungle, they got that deep ward down. It never got dewarded. They tried to deward it, but it was in a little unorthodox spot. Killed him. Then they TP'd to try to help him with 3 heroes. They all 3 died. OD got monstrously farmed. They picked off the Lone Druid a few times, but at the end of the day, they have an OD who's crushing the mid lane, a Sanking who's absolutely dominating the Abaddon, and the supports who are making all the right moves. So it was a really hard game for 5 anchors to come back in.
It was. Well, there we have it, guys and girls. That is it for the games of today. We'll be able to show you the brackets. We'll also give ourselves a point on the board whilst you go through the brackets, Fog. What have we seen?
Didn't you go for anchors?
Oh, I did actually, didn't I? Oh, yeah, sorry. I won't give myself.
But yeah,
sorry, the brackets. What do we got? So
we've got 2-1. Of course, from the opening series today, Penta, they did have a very good showing. I thought, especially in that first game, OG came back, but then, 2-1 from Kinguin. 5 anchors showing us some really neat stuff with that Meteor Hammer Invoker, but yeah, tomorrow we've got the next 4 best of 3s, guys. It's
series tomorrow.
It's gonna be a long one. We're gonna die.
It's gonna be
pretty tired, but it's gonna be awesome Dota. That's all that comes down to.
It's gonna be fun because we got you guys. Your positivity fuels us. We're gonna be casting, analyzing, drafting the whole shebang shaboodle tomorrow. 4 best of 3s. It's gonna be a great day of EU Dota. So don't go anywhere. It starts at 1:45. We'll be kicking off the stream and such. We'll be here ready for the kickoff of the first game at 1 p.m. Of course, European time, CET on the dot. So, have a lovely night. Have a lovely day. Nothing really more to be said here other than, well, our opening game tomorrow will be the winners. Yep. So it will be OG versus Kinguin.
Yep.
Which we've seen a few times before in other qualifiers. We're going to get to see it again.
And look forward to later where we should have a patch come out. And later...
Oh, the patch. Yeah, where's the patch?
Will be coming out later.
It's not come out yet, has it?
I don't think yet it's come out. And also look forward to having Invoker Meteor Hammer in your pubs.
Yes. It's coming to a pub near you. So, goodbye, everybody. Thank you very much for watching another day of CORSAIR DreamLeague Season 9. We'll be back for day 2 of the EU qualifiers tomorrow, just before 1 p.m. European time. We'll see you then. Have a lovely one.
Tune out a world of ordinary.